This is my review of the Ployer Momo 8 IPS tablet. Give you a few technical specs on it first. It's a dual-core Cortex A9 processor, quad-core GPU, 1024 by 768 IPS 4x3 8-inch display. Got 1 gig of RAM, 16 gigabyte of storage, got HDMI out and a micro SD slot. This particular one cost me just under £115. Came from Big Tech Direct on Amazon. I ordered it Sunday night and it arrived Tuesday morning. Came in a big jiffy bag and everything inside was all wrapped in bubble wrap for extra protection. So, what do you get? First of all, you get a separate power supply or charger. This isn't a USB charger, it's just got a small sort of one of those pin connector things. The tablet doesn't charge via a USB socket, so that may or may not be important. Maybe you can get a USB cable that's got an adapter with this sort of connector on the end. I don't know, something I might look into myself. You also get separate headphones. Obviously the charger isn't going to fit in this box. This is just a strap to stop the lid coming off. And the box itself is quite substantial. In fact, it's probably one of the best boxes I've come across. It's really solid. Probably made of sort of hardboard or something, but a quality box. Inside the box you get the tablet, and there's another little box in here. It's just got 2 USB cables in there. One's got a female connector to take a sort of a USB memory stick. The other's a male connector to plug it into your PC to exchange files and what have you. And of course you get the tablet itself. Make a bit of room. First thing you notice is it's sort of fairly weighty. It feels really substantial in your hand. It's feels solid and got a quality feel about it. It's got a metal case and it doesn't sort of creak or anything like that. It's nice little touches. It comes with a screen protector sort of pre-applied. I haven't even taken the top layer off yet. You also get a sort of plastic sheet over the back to prevent any scratches on the back, which I've taken off. On the back you've got your speaker there, and on the side edge you've got on-off switch, headphone socket, USB, HDMI out, charger socket, little reset button there, micro SD slot, and it sort of feels good, sort of weighty without being too heavy. Let's turn it on. First thing you think is, I'm quite pleased with that display. Give you a closer look. Bright, sharp, good colours, good contrast. Very good first impressions. I don't know if you've read any reviews on this Ployer tablet, but I've seen people comment that the Wi-Fi can be a bit of a problem, that it's got a very limited range. I've found it not to be a problem. My router is downstairs in the front room next to the window. I'm up in the back bedroom and I've still got a signal. Not a particularly strong one, but I've still got a signal. I have a good signal in the room above. Anywhere downstairs I'll get a good signal. Out in the hall through a brick wall, not a problem. Probably lose the signal if I went outside in the garden, but I suggest though that's the first thing you check, that you get a connection where you want to use it. If you don't, stick it in the box and send it back via Amazon. Anyway, I've just changed positions a bit now because I was getting reflections of the lights and things, so this might let you see things a little bit better. You can view the display at quite an acute angle without losing any sort of quality really, because of the IPS display. And yeah, there you go, it changes orientation nicely. That's something the Nexus 7 doesn't do on the home screens. Maybe the first thing I'll show you now is a few videos. I've got MX Player installed, which is my favourite video player. A couple of sample videos pre-installed. I don't know if the camera's going to do this justice, but I was very pleased with this. Sound is sort of adequate, maybe not brilliant, but it's as good as you'd expect it to be, or hope it to be, I think. Have a look at another one. I think that gives you a good idea of the display. You also get a few photos pre-installed, which I'll find a gallery, I'll show you those. Scroll through those very quickly. Each one loads up pretty fast. Of course you can zoom in and whatever. No problems at all. I think the first time you switch it on, actually, you get a few Chinese bits and pieces here. There's a Chinese calendar and a Chinese sort of weather and clock, a few Chinese apps. Those plus the browser, camera, music player, video player, sort of ebook reader, and your settings. That's really all that appears on your home pages the first time you turn it on. All the other pages, these are ones I've installed, were actually sort of empty. So I was wondering where Google Play was, because it supposedly came pre-installed with Google Play, and I'd be a bit lost without it. And me not being familiar with Jelly Bean, I was stuck. So contacted Big Tech Direct via Amazon and asked them about Google Play. But before they had a chance to answer, I found this little icon up here top right, which is the app icon. And Google Play is there, plus Google Maps and various other bits and pieces. So I was happy to find that and started installing my apps. And the default browser I found wasn't particularly brilliant. Had problems displaying embedded YouTube videos in websites and things, and I found Firefox to be the best browser. So that's what I'm using now. I've installed Kindle. So obviously you can go landscape or portrait. Turns pages, pretty good. I'm not into sort of gaming and such, but I've seen clips on YouTube showing this playing sort of racing games, no problem, no flicker or stutter or anything, all nice and smooth. Yeah, I'm very happy with it. I've been playing with Google Voice Search, which could be quite fun. What's the weather like tomorrow?
Tomorrow's forecast for Erith. UK is 14 degrees and mostly sunny.
Give me directions to Gatwick.
Getting directions.
There's all your directions. That's good. Remind me to walk the dog in 30 minutes.
Setting alarm.
What's the answer to life, the universe and everything? "42, absolutely. We can have a quick look at the browser. Poor old Clive Dunn's died. I think he was 159. Oh no, he was 92. Paid his load pretty quick. Pages seem to be formatted to fit the screen. Right, so just to sum up, I'm very happy with it. I had been thinking about the Nexus 7, but the 16GB I think is now about £170. This is 115. This is a 16GB, but it's also got the HDMI port. It's got an SD card slot, something that a lot of people have been complaining about on the Nexus 7. It's got a bigger screen, as I say, it's about 30% more viewable area, I think. Yep, I'm very happy. So far, I can recommend it.